Hey guys, let's get started on another reading. I was going to do them in order, but I think I'll just leave it to chance. So let's see who's going to go next. Taurus. Okay, we just did Taurus. Okay, we're going to be doing Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Oh, actually, let's see your overall energy. Whoa. At the bottom, we have imagination. Okay, health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay. So this last shift in from Pluto going into Aquarius may have actually, affected you guys. But I feel like this is the very, very last push, which you guys may have been really grateful for, because I'm sure that, the last good number of years, probably, I don't know, probably like 16 years or so, maybe more, may have been really difficult, like a roller coaster of events for you, for all the cardinal signs actually, but especially Capricorn. So there may have been like one final push for you that could have affected you on a mental level. And so it may be very important for you guys to focus on your health, especially mentally. Take time out, be good to yourself. All right, let's see. Okay, we have Queen of Wands, Hangman, Five of Cups. Nine of Wands. Knight of Wands. A lot of fire energy. Ten of Wands. Six of Swords. The Sun. I like where this is going. And the Eight of Wands. Okay. Let's see at the bottom. Judgment. Yeah, so I'm hearing like home stretch. I feel like there was definitely, if this seems to me like a chain of events that occurred. If you see here, we have the Nine of Wands, 10 of Wands, so it looks like a sequence of events. Some of you could have been dealing with a fire sign, but not necessarily. But I do feel like you may have been in a situation that you needed to, whatever it was that you were going through, as difficult as it may have been, because I do feel like it was a heavy burden for you to carry. There was a lot of difficulties. You had to persevere through this. But there was a lot that you needed to learn about yourself. There was a process of growth, a process of you learning what you're capable of, who you truly are, as well as seeing other people's true colors, for good and for bad, because it's not all bad. I mean, I do see some some periods of grief, sadness, disappointment in other people. I feel like I'm seeing here a situation where you expected for somebody to be there for you more than they were. Or should I say, to be there for you the way that you were there for them. You know, as I say that, I just got a glimpse of this card. You see how there's a person here drowning. So I don't know if you had somebody in your life who was so involved in their own traumas and their own, I don't know, whatever they had going on in their life, that they let you drown in your own, in whatever was going on in your life. So whatever you went through, you may have had to go through it alone, and you really saw how strong you were. So whoever was supposed to be your support, you ended up being more their support. And that's not what you were expecting. So it's not like you were expecting for them to be your hero or anything like that. But at least an equal give and take, and some of you didn't get that. But the good news is that I do see that there is a cycle here that is closing or is already closed. And it's very quickly, you're getting away from that difficulty very quickly. And it's now, you're going toward very happy times, or much happier times. Some of you could be traveling. So maybe before you were so bogged down, maybe you were overworked. You had overworked yourself, or you simply couldn't, because of, some of you may have been in mourning over something, some kind of event. And it may have been a long time since you've had a vacation, but I see you actually enjoying life. There's a period now where you're going to be enjoying life. And it's much needed, because, again, we see here the health card. So I feel like for your physical health, this is necessary. It's not just like a leisure type activity. This is necessary for your well-being. Okay, let's see this Queen of Wands. But what I do see here, the theme that I'm seeing here is something about quickness, something about things happening very fast. And this is a welcome, fast change. Okay, we have the Six of Cups. Yeah, this Strength card wanted to come out. And then I have your energy here, the King of Pentacles. Some of you could have been dealing with a Leo. I'm getting for some of you, I'm getting like a strength that was reawakened or just awakened. There was something in you, a spark, a strength, a spark, something about your personality that was repressed since you were a child. And I don't know if it was because you were taught that this was wrong. This characteristic was inappropriate somehow. Some of you were told to tone it down, or to, I don't know, I'm getting the sense like you were told to, or you were taught or conditioned to dim your light somehow. And this could have been either from childhood or in a particular relationship. You felt, and you may not have been told this. This may have just been something that came innately. You just felt like you needed to dim your light with a particular person or situation. I'm seeing mother and child situation here. So for some of you, your relationship with your children is what could have triggered you to rethink this way of being, rethink the way that you were dimming yourself down, or the way that you were repressing your strengths for the sake of others. It's like you realized this is not what you wanted to teach your children, or this is not the legacy that you wanted to leave. You knew that there was more to you. There's more that you wanted people to know about you. Generational, yeah, something here about healing. For some of you, it's like breaking generational curses. For others of you, it's just healing from generational patterns, things that you didn't want to repeat with your own children. I keep getting that. Things, traumas, something that you wanted to heal. You went through a period of time, for some of you it could have been 8 years or more, where there was a lot of reflection, a lot of healing, thinking about the past traumas. This person drowning, for some of you, could have been yourself, actually. You were drowning in your own emotions. Yeah. I keep feeling this is all for the sake of the future generations. We have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. So this is something that has been, you feel, plaguing, like I said, generation after generation. These are cycles, patterns. If I'm honest, I feel like I'm speaking mostly to Capricorn females. I'm just picking up on a very strong personality, somebody with a very strong character. But for some reason, whoever this is, you were made to feel like your character was out of place. You were not supposed to be this strong, or you were not supposed to be this outspoken, or be this dominant, or be this aggressive. And maybe you weren't aggressive in any way, but whoever it was that you had around you perceived you in that manner. And therefore you perceived yourself in that manner for a long time, until I feel for many of you it started affecting your own children, and you realize that your children were going to be cheated. I want to cheated out of their own gifts, their own blessings. So again, I'm just seeing, I'm seeing you going through a period of healing, through understanding what the past generations had gone through, and that whatever was taught to you wasn't taught out of, anybody being evil or anything. It wasn't ill intent. It was just how things were maybe during that time. But there was a necessity to acknowledge that and just let it flow through you. Let those emotions flow through you and just move forward toward the future without carrying that baggage with you. Yeah. So some of you may be moving away, from your hometown, maybe away from your families, or just moving in general, or just traveling. Like I said, maybe some of you are taking like an extended vacation. Yeah, look, as I say, we have the Two of Wands. He's holding a globe. The Knight of Wands, which is a card of movement. And then we have the World. So I do see somebody here traveling the world. And we have that Queen of Cups again, which I feel is more so, it's like a journey of self-love. You're doing this for yourself. Self-discovery. And look at what's the bottom here again, the Six of Cups. Something to do with children or with ties to your past. Some of you may be traveling to wherever you were born, or to where your roots stem from. Whoa. Seven of Swords, Page of Wands. The Lovers. You're putting down these burdens. Whatever it was, that this baggage that I was talking about that you had been carrying with you. And I don't know, for some of you, this could represent, because This could be a spouse as well. I've never seen this card in this way, but I'm getting the sense that you have someone in your life who, I don't know if this person may be a past life soulmate, but what they are or aren't, I feel like this person's character, and that might not be a coincidence, this person, their personality, whoever you're with. So many of you, like I said, your spouse, and your spouse is somebody who, with the Ace of Cups, there is somebody that you love very deeply. We have the Lover's card, the Ace of Cups. Can be an Aries, but doesn't have to be. But it's somebody who you have a lot of respect for. This could be someone very dominant, very likes to be in control. And the fact that you ended up with someone like this, like I said, is not a coincidence, because it's what you were used to. As much as there may be a part of you who kind of rejects that in a way, because I just feel like a lot of you may have felt oppressed or suppressed by these types of personalities in your families, who wanted to, I'm getting like stifle. I don't usually use that word, but stifle your natural communication style. The way that I see this is like this person, even though you chose them in this lifetime, it's like they perfectly tie in the past with the present. So they very much fit in with those past generations. So in other words, this person who you're with might be a misogynist for some of you. And so, like I said, it's not you. It may not have been like you consciously chose a person who was like that or with those characteristics, but on a subconscious level, that's what you were. That's what felt like home. Okay. So I'm not saying this is a bad person. I'm not saying that. And you guys might get along very well, for all I know. But there's a part of you that rejects that, maybe I'll say like a very traditional lifestyle. I don't know. There's something about it that makes you feel like you can't be yourself, or that you can't fully expand your wings, and be who you truly are. Exhibit all of your strengths and abilities. You end up having to dim your light for the sake of fitting into this mold, or this I think you know what I mean. Whoever this reading is for, this is what I'm picking up on. And so I feel like you've been struggling because there's a part of you who doesn't want to believe that. Or that this person has been trying to gaslight you in a way, to make you feel like you're in the wrong, like this is the correct way. This is how it's been done for ages. This is how it's always been, how it's supposed to be. But this Page of Wands is really interesting. The Page of Wands is about an exciting new beginning. But he's standing there, or he's kneeling down at a tombstone. So it's like, in order to have this exciting new beginning, you have to put something to rest. You have to be able to allow for death and a rebirth to occur. And so maybe that's what you've been struggling with, is what is it that I need to put down completely? Maybe you've been of two minds. You haven't been able to make up your mind on what it is that you want, and perhaps the deciding factor is your own self-love. You might have to have had to, or have to, or, because this could be present tense, this could be future tense, I don't know. But I get the feeling that someone here is going to be making a head over heart decision. Am I going to continue living strictly for the sake of others and dimming myself down, or do I have more love for myself and choose me? And I think there's that decision that someone here is making, and it's becoming very clear. Someone is definitely going off in a direction here that is going toward happiness. Strength again. Interesting. Look at this Strength card here. It's a very tame version. And look at this one. Not so tame. Yeah, that's how I'm seeing this. This is like a whole new, it's still you, but you're not shutting up anymore. You're not dimming yourself down. Whoever's going to love you is going to love you for 100% of who you are, not 60% for the sake of their ego. It's funny, I had someone tell me not too long ago that they perceived me to be too dominant. And that could be, everybody's entitled to their opinion. But, I'm also entitled to mine. And is it that I'm too dominant, or is it that they were not dominant enough? I don't know. Because sometimes, what happened here? Sometimes people project their own insecurities onto you, and then they get mad because you don't back down. So, like I said, we're all entitled to our opinions. Four of Cups. Dumping those cups out. All of a sudden, whatever, apparently you had been drinking from these cups for a while. It was good enough for a while, but guess what? Everybody has their limits. And apparently, it's not good anymore. And you're speaking up about it. And you might be moving on. Because look, again, the Queen of Wands at the bottom. Queen of Wands is very confident. She knows exactly what actions she's going to take, why. She knows who she is. And there's the Eight of Wands. So yeah, I feel like this is letting people know these are conversations being had, making it known that I'm not happy here. I'm going to be taking my shit and I'm going to be moving on because I'm going toward happiness. You're welcome to come with me, but I'm no longer going to dim myself down. And it's not, I don't feel like this is out of spite. I don't feel like there's any like negativity or like, I just don't get that. I actually feel whoever it is that you are willing to leave behind, you have a lot of love for whoever this is. But you have more love for yourself now. And I don't know that it's much of a choice, because when the health card shows up, maybe that's what triggered all of this. It could have been your children. It could, and this could all be factors in this big choice that is being made or has been made to focus on your healing, to focus on your health, to focus on you. Because if you're not happy, then it's this domino effect. If you're not happy, your children are not happy, your spouse isn't happy. And you already tried it the other way. You already tried to keep quiet and try to make everyone else happy. And clearly that did not work out. I feel like you had some physical some of you, maybe a lot of you, had some physical manifestations that did not work out. Yeah, whatever it is, it's happening quickly. Who's you? These are conversations about your happiness. These decisions that you're making based on your happiness. And again, children keep coming up. The happiness of your children. Because you need to be around for these children. And for you to be around, you have to focus on your health, your mental health, your physical health. This is not a joke. New beginning. Ace of Pentacles. Are you in or are you out? Basically. You might be bringing somebody to their knees. Because it's their choice now. You already tried it their way for many, many, many years. Probably your whole life. And now it's your turn. I like this. Because you're making it really clear to someone that you don't want to go alone. But you will. I mean, you will. But you'd rather go with them. You want this to be a give and take. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, you're very much still committed to these important people. They're still important in your life. That has not changed. But you also have to be just as important in their life as well. It's their turn to show you that you are also a priority just the way they have been a priority to you. High Priestess. I feel like yes, you are going to communicate, but there's not a need for so many words. It's a statement, and that's pretty much it. Then it's pretty much just observation of what other people are going to do, because you're not going to force anyone. A lot of you are dealing with a fire sign. Yeah. This person has a big decision to make, and whatever that decision is that they make will make or break. It will change their life, or it has the potential to be life-changing. So, yeah, there is this moment where you will be reassessing the connection between the two of you, face to face. And I feel like whoever this is, this person's going to have, this moment where, of course, it's only human nature. They're going to try to grasp it, life as they knew it. But things change. People change, things change, and you are now stepping into your power. So this new beginning is happening whether they like it or not. There is going to be an ending. Some sort of ending. It's yet to be seen where this takes you, as perhaps as a couple, as a family. Yeah. I just don't see you're not taking this needy, clingy, stance. It's a statement and then an observation. You in or you're out. Let's see. What are the messages from the universe for Capricorn? Okay, so we have, when the world feels like it is coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. Wow. Comparing yourself to others keeps you stuck in a cycle of guilt and shame and continues to separate you from your blessings. It keeps you small. Yeah. Understand that everyone has their own journey, which always unfolds in divine timing. Your time will come. Absolutely. I mean, I think both of these are really speaking to what this reading was all about. Let's see what Moonology has to say. Since we still are under the influence of this last Taurus full moon. Conclusions are within reach. Let's see what that says. Okay. And just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time. As hard as it might be, forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving this situation in a positive way. It doesn't mean, I'm sorry, it doesn't make right what they did, but it releases you so you can move on. Yeah, I mean, again, this really speaks to what this whole reading was about. And I feel like that's what this is showing, especially here with the High Priestess, is just allowing events to unfold. So you're going to speak your mind. You're going to say what it is that what direction you're taking, and you're allowing for the people around you to make their own choices. You're not pushing anyone to do anything. You're just letting things unfold around you. And so, yeah, that is pretty much the advice that you are being given. And that's what's showing up here in the cards. So I hope this was helpful for you, Capricorn. Good luck. Bye.